I pozdrav ljudi, nas je tačno tamo gdje smo stali, šta? Što je počelo da secka na par sekundi. Svašta. Okej, tebi smo repairovali health. Ali ono ovdje. Serious, critical. Dead. Oh no. Okej. Nismo joj popili krva, ali mrtva je. No. Okej, ultimate. A što je ovo? Tactical. Spring. Okej, blood, ništa. Okej. From health, from stamina, health, definitivno. Više. Dobro, ne mogu dobro. Ali definitivno ću povećati i staminu. Nemam za još jednu staminu, okej. Nadam se da neću zažaliti zbog ovoga. Okej, neki su bolesni. Okej, sa health je spalo na stable. Okej, ovdje je i dalje stable. Ovdje se popravila situacija. Nekim čudom, ne znam kako. Okej, ovdje stoji na stable. Ali krivo mi je zbog nje. Baš nisam imao namjeru da je ubijem. A nije da sam je ubio, samo sam je ostavio da umre. Šta ti imaš za pluća? Okej, ti si za glavu. Ti imaš za srce. 2, 3 za srce, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 za srce. Znači 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I to samo ovdje. Ti si za pluća. 7 za srce i 1 za pluća. Damn. Druže. Znaš ti koliko je to? Ajmo, 7 za srce. Ma imam ja dosta. Što da ne? Druže. Čekaj, imam nešto i vamo. džanka, nema više ništa. Stan 15, stan 18, ne, stan 23. God damn. Ok, ovdje je stan 15, stan 20. Nisam impresioniran. Revolver. Jedan mi ovaj fali. Za mačetu, ništa više. Za ovo. Stop. 64, 65. Ovo mi je čak sad bolje. I mogu... Okej. Daj mi taj... blood. Fali mi jedan ovaj. I opet ćemo uzeti blood. Jer mi damage toliko ne znači, jer ako im ispijem krv, mogu da se liječim. Ne to. Ankno, aha. Ništa. What the hell?
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
What can you tell me about the recent events in the hospital?
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones in her room, then ran away.
And did you see all this?
No. I was working by the tents when it all happened. I only entered the room when they asked me to clean up the blood.
Ok, čisti krv, ali je... Mr. Jones je ubijen.
Where is Miss Jones's body?
I don't know. I'd imagine the morgue. It all happened so quickly.
Ok, sve se desilo...
Did you see Sean Hampton leave the hospital?
I think I saw a silhouette exiting the hospital gates after the shouting started. At first I thought it was someone who was just scared, but... well, maybe it was him.
Ok, znači nije 100% sigurna. A što se tiče...
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
I will be fine. As soon as I can get some sleep.
Okay.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reid. Thank you.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the recent event?
That Mr.
And did you see...
No.
Ok, ovo nam je već rekla, tako da ništa. Ovo sam je pitao, i to ništa. Ovdje personal, nemamo ništa.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Damn. The pain. It's here again.
Nije važno. Pričaj.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reid.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
Not really. I think I caught something in this bloody hospital. I swear I'm dead, yet smiling inside, Dr. Reid.
Da, treba ti definitivno ovo.
As long as you remain here, I will make sure you don't have to worry about your health.
Don't think you can do much about it. Damage is done.
Okay.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Okay.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Okay. Tebi sam da. Personal question.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. Her arm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
Ok, imamo jedan hint za njega i sve hintove za nju. Ali on i ona su povezani.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
I nisi mnogo pametan, a?
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
I wish for a minute left. Feel my blood boil with the fever.
Ti si dobro.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. Any news about my operation?
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I thought I was in a hospital.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr. Reid. I'm sure if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reid? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
Okej.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reid.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Ništa.
Goodbye for now, Mr.
Al
Fiddick.
si
I'll see you
jadan,
later.
druže.
I will not let you down,
Čekaj. Znači i ova dvojica su vezana za tebe. Okej. Još 4 ovdje. Ne više kutija za otvorit.
It's locked.
My sweet girl.
It's locked, okej. Okej, ti si isto za lečenje.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Ti
I'd like
prodaješ
to see your
stvari.
goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reid. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Treba mi ovo i treba mi ovo. Oj, ovo mi definitivno treba. Ovo mi je za pušku, ali nemam trenutno za to. Ne. Definitivno. Baton. Ne. Sad. Okej, 16. Od biljke. Dobro, sad daj mi ti ovo. Tako. Thanks. O, stani majku ti.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Da, tebi treba da dam
Do you
ovo.
need any medical help, Milton?
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often. And thanks, anyway.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Okej, prodaje oružje civilima. Okej.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything. And it's getting worse every day.
Yeah.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Oh, new investigation. Zanimljivo.
Do you know that Nurse Hawkins is thinking of leaving the hospital?
That's not a surprise. We've talked about it already.
Does it not bother you?
Sometimes I think she may be right. We should run away while we can. Question is, where can we go? Where is it safe?
Verovatno nigdje.
Goodbye, Milton.
Iskreno da sam u ovakvom svetu, pa ne da ne bi mislio da je negdje sigurno, nego... Možda u grobu. Čekaj, treba mi... Tih. Kad bi živio u ovakvom svetu, ne da bi se trudio da postane vampir, nego...
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No, I don't feel well, actually.
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Okay. Što ja mogu da pričam s tobom?
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Sure.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Okay, ona ima...
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Šta za nju sam dobio? Za nju? Paper.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reid. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
Stvarno
Goodbye,
koliko
Mrs. Goswick.
hintova treba za nju? Jesam ti dao, jesam. Ti.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reid.
A šta si bre busy?
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reid. We do not see you in surgery very often.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reid. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital instead of a burden.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Ovaj epizod prolazi.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reid, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Knowledge has always been and will remain our main weapon, and it has always come at a price. And personal initiative.
It is not a question of initiative, it is a question of integrity. These men and women have put their faith in us, Dr. Reid.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Okej, ko je još ostao? Još ovaj batica. Ovdje nemam nikog, a ovdje imam ovog za mozak i za pluća. Nisam teo da tu bijem. Gdje nam je ovaj drugi crnac?
Good evening, Dr. Reid. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Okej.
Do you need medical attention?
Well, the proximity of the dead is not the most healthy company, even if the quiet can be appreciated.
Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of us are immune to this disease.
And that is a good thing. Death and disease is a constant reminder of our mortality. But you have my thanks, Dr. Reid.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Okay.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Ok, pričam uglavnom s njima zato što dobijam experience za to.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
Tch.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
Ok, imamo hint za njega.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir.
Čekaj, nemaš
All kind of people.
Ni s
For
kim
I
nisi
sell all
vezan.
kind of goods.
Ok, pošto ni s kim nije vezan, od njega dobijamo sve informacije za njega. Sve
Who
hintove.
comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
Ne verujem da su svi ljudi dobri.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Ti si više trgovac nek doktor.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No, I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reid, I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Goodbye,
Okay.
Mr. Chidana.
Ok, 50 experience i mislim da smo sad sve rešili što se tiče bolesti, da niko više nije bolestan. Ok, ti si nam dao misiju. I ovdje imamo 2 misije. Tako da 3 misije. Rešit ćemo prvo misije za njih. Sad smo vampir 12. levela. Ok, naskupio sam pa preko 200 experience. Ok, ovdje smo krknuli onog. Čekaj bre. Uzet ću ovo. Thanks. I šta ćemo? O, da, ovo definitivno ne može tako. Ko je preopalio? Ok, znači nema veze ko je preopalio. Oba se hitca računaju. Čekaj da vidim na mapi gdje sam. Čekaj, da je opet. Ok, pravo pa desno. Jebem ti ja to pravo. Ok, mapa kaže pravo. Mapa kaže da nema pravo, jebem ti pravo. Idemo ovamo, nek se vraćamo pa idemo levo. Možda je duži put, ali bar znam gdje idemo. Jasno. Stay away! Okay, stay away. Tu si samo ti i niko drugi, a? Ajde, kurac. Ok, pravo, desno, pravo. Gdje bi završio? Nikako. Sebi. Ali da sam znao da odatle mogu da dođem, to bi mi bio shortcut i to kakav. Ok, imaš resistance. Ok, dobili smo neki papir, nije ono tipa potpuno uzaludno. Ok ljudi, nadam se da ste uživali, vidimo se u sljedećoj epizodi i čao!